It's been a pretty crazy year for games with huge successes and major disappointments alike. Nevertheless, it all comes to a close in December, and there's quite a diverse lineup of titles to experience, whether one seeks platforming goodness, adventures and investigations, or space combat. Let's take a look at 11 big games releasing in December of 2021. Century: Age of Ashes. After being delayed to get out of the way of Battlefield 2042, which is hilarious in retrospect, Playwing's Century: Age of Ashes is slated to release on December 2nd for the PC. This free-to-play competitive multiplayer arena title is pretty unique in that players ride dragons and battle in high-speed aerial bouts. Along with 3 classes to choose from, each with their own unique abilities, there are 3 modes: 6v6 Carnage, the CTF-style Gates of Fire, and Spoils of War, which involves slaying foes and stealing their gold. It may seem fairly straightforward, but given its look and concept, Century: Age of Ashes could end up being a dark horse, or dragon, in the multiplayer department. Solar Ash. Heart Machine's Solar Ash is its first major release since the spectacular Hyperlight Drifter in 2016. Instead of a 2D pixel art-like, it's a 3D action-adventure platformer focusing on Rey as she ventures into the Ultravoid to save her planet. Along with encountering various entities, players must traverse the surreal environments of the black hole, grappling between obstacles and dealing with gravity shifts. Eventually, they'll combat the massive sentinels and destroy their weak points while hanging on for dear life, not unlike Shadow of the Colossus. Solar Ash is out on December 2nd for the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and PC via the Epic Game Store. Shadow Tactics: Blades of the Shogun, Eiko's Choice. As a new expansion to the Mimimi game's acclaimed stealth style, Eiko's Choice sees the titular Kunoichi going up against her former master, Lady Chiyo. Thankfully, she won't be going in alone, as the gang reunites for 3 new main missions and 3 interlude missions in new levels. Much of the gameplay remains the same though. You can either infiltrate locations quietly and dispatch opponents in non-lethal fashion, or massacre everyone, synchronizing your squad's abilities for deadly assassinations. Shadow Tactics: Blades of the Shogun, Eiko's Choice is out on December 6th for the PC and doesn't require owning the base game. Halo Infinite. The wait has been long, but Halo Infinite is nearly here. Though the multiplayer is already available and under fire for numerous reasons, the campaign launches on December 8th for Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. As Master Chief ventures to Zeta Halo, what happened to Cortana after the events of Halo 5 Guardians, and how does the weapon fit in? What are the goals of the Banished? It's up to the Chief to find out, exploring a semi-open world with various side missions and points of interest, unlocking new equipment like the grapple shot, and battling new foes like the Skimmers. If nothing else, it should offer the same tight gunplay that fans love. Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. While previous titles were known more for their jump scares, Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach leans more into first-person exploration and survival horror. Trapped in Freddy's Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex, protagonist Gregory must survive against various deadly animatronics until the morning. In an interesting twist, Glamrock Freddy is a friendly animatronic whose suit can be hidden inside of when required. Enemies can also be stunned using the new Faz Cam and the Faz Blaster, and along with minigames, there are also boss battles to overcome. Releasing on December 16th, Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach is coming to the PlayStation 4, 5, and PC. The GUNK. The Steam World series is beloved for its quirky style and solid gameplay, but with the GUNK, Image and Form is offering a completely different, fully 3D adventure. As Ronnie, players can venture to a planet corrupted by a slimy parasite called GUNK. Armed with a power glove that can suck up the gump, one battles monsters, utilizes the environment, and scavenges resources while learning more about the planet's past, before deciding whether to save or exploit it. The GUNK is out on December 16th for Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and the PC. White Shadows. Following the Great War, civilization as we know it has evolved into half-human, half-animal beings that reside in the White City. As Raven Girl, players must venture into Tin Town in search of freedom, navigating the city's monochromatic terrors to escape. Touting itself as a, quote, modern fable, White Shadows features an interesting aesthetic with puzzle solving and platforming challenges. It's out on December 7th for the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. After the Fall. While Arizona Sunshine leaned into zombie slaying, Vertigo Games' After the Fall leans into a different kind of post-apocalyptic VR. Read one with lots of snow. Taking place in snowy Los Angeles during the 1980s, players must survive and craft weapons while also wielding powers to survive against the undead hordes in an evolving world. Along with standard zombies, there are special zombies and bosses to battle with 4-player co-op and 4v4 competitive modes. After the Fall releases on December 9th for the PlayStation VR, Oculus, Steam VR, and Vive. Syberia: The World Before. Microids' Syberia series is an underrated classic for adventure game fans, except for the terrible third game which was released in 2017. Syberia: The World Before is a brand new story with Kate Walker, taking place across multiple continents and time periods. Along with playing as Kate in 2004, players will also venture back in time to 1937 as pianist Dana Rose, with World War II looming over Europe. Syberia: The World Before arrives on December 10th for PC, so here's hoping it signals a return to the series' compelling roots and gameplay. Alfred Hitchcock: Vertigo. Developed by Pendulo Studios, who also made Black Sad: Under the Skin, Alfred Hitchcock: Vertigo is another 3D adventure title with plenty of mystery. It's not a direct adaptation of the film, instead focusing on Ed Miller, who suffers from vertigo after a car accident. With his wife and daughter missing, Ed undergoes therapy to learn the truth via flashbacks. Vertigo could be an interesting mystery, but that all depends on its storyline. Hopefully, the Alfred Hitchcock name will be more than just an attempt at brand recognition. It's out on December 16th for the Xbox One, PS4, PS5, PC, Xbox Series X and S, and Nintendo Switch. Chorus. Chorus is a brand new space combat title from Fish Labs, best known for its Galaxy on Fire series. It offers a distinctively stronger narrative focus, with Nara, former right hand of the Circle, abandoning the cult and rising against them with the help of Forsaken, a sentient ship. Throughout their journey, the duo will gather allies, undertake various missions, from eliminating Circle targets to taking back space stations, and navigating ruins of the Faceless to ultimately bring down the cult. Chorus is out on December 3rd for Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, PS5, PC, and Google Stadia. And that brings us to the end of this video. A quick request before we conclude: we upload new videos every single day, and if you like what we're doing, please consider subscribing. It really helps us out. Also, don't forget to enable all your notifications by clicking the bell icon so that you can receive daily video updates. Thanks for watching.